Hi friends, in this episode we'll see some more important terminology starting in C, mainly carcinogen chemicals. So first we can see about the chemical chloroform. It's also called trichloromethane, formyl trichloride, and formula CHCl3. Chloroform is a colorless liquid with a pleasant sweet odor. It is no longer used as an anesthetic. Earlier it was used as anesthetic, and you might have seen in movies also people used handkerchief soaked in chloroform to kidnap people. So that is anesthetic. It will make people suffocate and faint. It is used as a solvent and to make refrigerants, resins, and plastics. So we're going to see other important uses and details. Do not forget to subscribe, share it with your friends and colleagues, put your like and comment in the comment box. It is also cited hazardous substance and special health hazard substance by OSHA, ACGH, DOT, NIOSH, NTP, DEP, NFPA, EPA, IARC. As IARC, it is a carcinogen in humans. It causes liver, kidney, and thyroid cancer in animals also. There is no safe level of exposure for the carcinogen level. It also damages the developing fetus. It may affect the liver, kidneys, and nervous system too. Chloroform can cause headache, dizziness, lightheadedness, and passing out. High exposure may cause death also. Now we can see the limitations. As per WASHAPL, airborne permissible exposure limit is 50 ppm only. It should not be exceeded. As per NIOS recommended airborne exposure limit REL is 2 ppm for any 60 minutes work period. As per ACGH, threshold limit value TLV is only 10 ppm, averaged over 8-hour work period. Now we can see the PPE. Those persons who are working in chloroform used as a refrigerant or resin and plastic company that use near approved supplied air respirator with a full space piece in positive pressure mode if the exposure is more than 2 ppm. The exposure is around 500 ppm. It is ideal as that is immediately dangerous to life and health. How to use NEOS approved self-contained breathing apparatus with a full piece, full base piece operated in a positive pressure mode equipped with an emergency escape cylinder. Now you may be knowing some details about the chloroform, which was earlier used as anesthetic. Now it is not used as an anesthetic. We'll see some more important chemicals in the coming slide. Now, in this slide, we'll see another important carcinogen chemical. It is formaldehyde, also known as formalin, methylaldehyde, or methylene oxide. The chemical formula is CH2O. Formaldehyde is a colorless gas with a strong odor and is sold in a methanol and water solution. It is normally used in making resin, textile, and other chemical industries. It is also used as a disinfectant, fertilizer, fungicide, and embalming solution. You might have seen in laboratories and research institute that most of their species are kept in formaldehyde in a bottle. Now we can see about the other important details. It is also cited as hazardous substance and as a special health hazard substance list by OSHA, ACJH, DOT, NIOSH, NTP, DEP, NFPA, EPA, IRIS, and IRC. We can see the limitation. As per OSHA, PEL airborne permissible exposure limit is 0.75 ppm, averaged over 8-hour work shift, and 2 ppm not to be exceeded during any 15-minute work period. As per NIOSH recommended airborne exposure limit RGL is only 0.016 ppm, averaged over a 10-hour work shift, and zero point 0.1 ppm not to be exceeded during any 15-minute work period. As for ISC GH, threshold limit value TLV is only zero point 0.3 ppm. It should not be exceeded at any time. Now we can see it is a carcinogen in humans. It has been shown to cause cancer of the nasopharynx, that is the area which is behind nose and above throat, and leukemia, blood cancer. So it causes nasopharynx and leukemia, blood cancer in humans. There is no safe level of exposure for this chemical. It may damage the developing fetus and affect female fertility. So it will affect the childbirth also, may cause bronchitis, skin allergy, and asthma-like allergy also when it come into contact with the skin or body. Now we can see the PPE required. As per NIOSH, for exposure over 0.016 ppm, you have to use NIOSH approved supplied air respirator with a full face piece in positive pressure mode. For exposure to 20 ppm is ideal age, that is immediately dangerous to life and health. You have to use NIOSH approved self-contained breathing apparatus with a full face piece operated in a positive pressure mode equipped with an emergency escape air cylinder. Those who are working in laboratory research center, handling formaldehyde and used in embalming places, as is used as disinfectant or fertilizer, you have to be careful because formaldehyde is cited as carcinogen, classified as carcinogen. We will see some other chemicals in the next slide. Now, in this slide, we will see important chemical, rather important item we are using in day-to-day life. Everybody is using it. It's a carcinogen chemical called gasoline or petrol. It is also mentioned as motor fuel. The formula is C5H12 to C9H20. It's a mixture of hydrocarbons which may vary by grade. Gasoline is mentioned as gasoline in America, USA, and other some of the Europe countries. In Asian countries and other countries, it is named as petrol. It is a clear, colorless to amber colored liquid with a petroleum odor. Gasoline is a blend of hydrocarbons used as an automotive fuel and as a solvent. Most forms of transport use either petrol or diesel to power their engines. From lawnmowers, cars, buses, and motorbikes to large ships and aeroplanes. So you might have seen the uses of petrol. Without petrol, there is no transportation. So petrol is used in all the petrol banks and in the distillation industries, or refinery industry rather, where it is produced or manufactured. Now we can see the other details. It is cited as hazardous substance and as a special health hazard substance by OSHA, ACGH, DOT, NIOSH, NTP, DEP, NFPA, and EPA. It is a carcinogen in humans and shown to cause liver cancer in animals also. There may be no safe level of exposure for this. Contact can irritate and burn the skin and eyes with possible eye damage if petrol come in contact with your eye. Repeated high exposure may affect the lungs and brain. It may damage liver also. Gasoline may contain lead and benzene. Both are carcinogen. I might have already seen the effect of benzene in my previous video. We'll see about the lead in the coming episodes. Now we can see the safe limit. Yes, recommended airborne exposure occupational. Yes, recommended airborne exposure to occupational carcinogens be limited to the lowest feasible concentration. There is no set level is given. ACGH threshold limit value TLV is 300 ppm average for 8-hour work period and 500 ppm as still short term exposure limit. Mainly in all petrol banks, nobody is using any mask or respirator. Normally the inhalation will be there and the ppm level will be more only. Now we can see the PPE. The potential exists over 300 ppm. You have to use a NIOSH approved supplied air respirator with a full face piece in positive pressure mode. You might have seen your friends or relatives working in petrol bank. Please inform them about the effect of exposure to gasoline or petrol. The level is only 300 ppm. Is air contact only, air level only. So the persons who are working in a petrol bunk, and even if you are working in a automobile shop where they will use the petrol for cleaning and all, you have to educate them or you have to explain them. It is a carcinogen. It will affect the humans, also animals. There is no safe exposure level. Also, you have to inform them. Also, the other effect for petrol over our body because it contains lead and benzene. Even it is mixed with ethanol in future, ethanol is also defined as classified as carcinogen. So have to be very careful. Inform your friends or other people who are working in automobile shop, workshop and petrol bunk to be careful. Either advise them to use any respirator or mask approved by NIOSH or OSHA to take care of their health and their future generation. We'll see another important chemical in the coming slide. Now we can see another important chemical, hydrazine. It is also a carcinogen chemical. It is called diamine or nitrogen hydride. Formula is N2H4, NH2, NH2 double bond. Normally hydrazine is used in all industries where boiler is available. Hydrogen is a clear, colorless, fuming, oily liquid with an ammonia-like odor. Hydrogen is used in boilers in boiler water treatment as oxygen scavenger or oxygen remover. Also used as a rocket propellant and a blowing agent. Also in making agricultural chemicals, pharmaceutical and spandex fibers. So this is a use of hydrogen. It is cited as hazardous substance and as a special health hazard substance list by OSHA, ACGH, DOT, NIOSH, NTP, DEP, NFPA and EPA. It is a carcinogen in humans. There may be no safe level of exposure. Hydrogen is a teratogen in animals. Hydrogen can irritate the lungs. Repeated exposure may cause bronchitis to develop coughing, phlegm, and shortness of breath. High exposure may affect nervous system also, so have to be careful while handling hydrazine. Now you can see the safe limit. As for VASHA PL, airborne permissible exposure limit is 1 ppm averaged over 8-hour or shift. So when you are working 8-hour shift, have to be very careful. As for NIOSH, recommended airborne exposure limit REL is 0.03 ppm only, should not be exceeded in any 2-hour work period. ACGH threshold limit value TLV is 0.01 ppm averaged over 8-hour work period. Normally hydrogen is added to the tank manually. In some companies only pump is used. The leakages there are in the tank. Normally you will be inhaling with some level. So the exposure level you have to maintain. You have to check. Normally it will be more than 1 ppm only. Now we have to see, you can see the required PPE As for NIOSH, for exposure over 0.01 ppm, we have to use NIOSH approved supplied air respirator with a full space piece in positive pressure mode. Exposure to 50 ppm is immediately dangerous to life and health. Ideally, we have to use NIOSH approved self-contained breathing apparatus with a full space piece operated in a positive pressure mode equipped with an emergency escape air cylinder. In most of the countries now, hydrogen is banned and amines are used as accident scavenger. But still, in our country and in Asian countries, hydrogen is used as a accident scavenger. So also it is used in agricultural, chemical, and pharmaceutical companies. Persons who are working exposed to the hydrogen, be very careful because it is a carcinogen. Hope you might have understood the chemicals which is giving cancer to human and animals in this episode, particularly hydrogen in boiler, gasoline in petrol bank, automobile workshop, and formaldehyde in laboratories and research center. We have to educate the people those who are working in chemicals handle in their area work area. Ask them to follow the nearest approved respirator. Do not forget to subscribe, share it with your friends and colleagues, give details about the gasoline and hydrogen to respective areas, and share it with your colleagues and friends. Put your like and comment feedback in the comment box. See with some more carcinogen chemicals in material life or next industrial exposure in the coming episode. Thank you very much.